guys, and a very warm welcome to this course on neural networks and artificial intelligence. In the previous lecture, we discussed about some of the major advantages and different kinds of research that was involved in the study of human biology to construct an intelligence which is able to mimic some of the task which our human intelligence can easily do in our day-to-day lives. But to enhance in this human experience, we try to develop a sort of mimicked intelligence which was created artificially to do some small day-to-day tasks and can help us transform our being and take us towards the super intelligence or the technological singularity. So today we are going to be discussing some of the disadvantages or things we should keep in mind while moving a step forward in the world of technology. So first of all is Facebook starts understanding you too well. So supposedly you like football or maybe basketball you like. So you'll be getting the same notifications every day. That's a good thing, right? Well, not so good as well. You can also be programmed, your mind can also be programmed through this content that we are scrolling endlessly on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Endless scrolling which we are doing is programming our mind to some extent, as we all can agree. And people who don't agree, you also can do a kind of experiment and monitor your thoughts, your emotions based upon the content you are watching every day. Someday you watch some different content, there will be a different feeling. If you watch some depressive content, you will have a depressive brain. So the kind of content we are looking, if these algorithms or structures understand too well that we are depressive, so it might show us some sad quotations. And a sad person seeing more sad quotations will only go more into a depressive state of mind. As positivity is multiplied by 2 times when you induce more positivity into the environment, same way negativity also multiplies. It's a polarity between positive and negative, which I'm sure that people from science background must have studied in their physics courseware. And second one is a little more controversial. It talks about the mind control operations that these big companies can do upon our brain just for selling their product. It can be just business for them, but it is our life that can be programmed to perform differently by using external measures or external manipulations. And there have been a lot of experiments conducted in this field, and we'll be talking about it. And before we proceed towards the course, starting the course with the different algorithms and their structures involved, it's an experiment called MKUltra. It was conducted by CIA to understand about how the human brain works and how can it be programmed to perform differently in different situations. It's a very interesting experiment, and I also urge you to go on the internet and search more about it. And if you search a little more about it, you will come to a conclusion that these advertisements are also created in a form that it programs the human mind to buy this particular product. So these algorithms, based upon our thinking, are recommending us some product which might be suitable for us. It makes sense that way, but it is indeed programming our mind to understand and see things and be influenced by it. So that's the second thing to keep in mind before the mind gets programmed by these advertisements. And thirdly, surveillance in the name of analytics. The artificial intelligence, the goal of intelligence is to analyze and understand data, to make some decisions. And this analytics could also be done in a form of a surveillance experiment to, again, we are coming back to this experiment once again, MK Ultra, for some goal, analytics for a goal to sell a product or monitor the people, control the people. If the people are, supposedly there is a religious warfare between two religious groups in a country, so how can they be controlled? Using the data. Using the data you can take some decisions. Well, if it's a decision that can stop the war, it's a good decision. But if it's a decision that can trigger another war, well, then it's a bad decision. It's a bad use of intelligence. And as a student studying artificial intelligence, it is very important for us to be knowing the ethics of our work and not to let these ethics be broken by the material world, by material tasks. Even if working in the environment a company is paying us, we should not sell our ethics. Well, as we are discussing the risk here, let's take a little more detail and then we'll come back towards the supreme intelligence too, as it's the main topic of our course. Well, some other risk, taking some light over some other risk, gives us this idea about the technological unemployment and like computer operator, data entry operator. These all tasks can somewhat be automated by this intelligence of which we are talking about. And in the past, this technology has led to an increase, rather there is total unemployment. But as the economist acknowledges that we are in this uncharted territory with artificial intelligence, and somewhat it will result into major technological unemployment. So unlike the previous waves of automation, many middle class jobs can easily be replicated or eliminated by artificial intelligence. The Economist states that the worry that AI could do to white collar job streams but power blue collar ones during the Industrial Revolution is worth taking seriously. There is extreme risks of jobs from paralegal to fast food cooks. There could be artificial intelligence robots which are cooking our food, could be cooking our food in our kitchens in the future. And while the demand is likely to increase for care-related professions, ranging from personal health care to clergy, there will be more demand of personal health care, but the middle class sector is at a very lethal risks. And talking about lethal risk, well, sending hundreds and thousands of soldiers to war could be replaced by artificial intelligence robots fighting in the warfare for the country. But is there a downside to this as well? There might be no more deaths of soldiers, but everything can be controlled by AI. There would not be a soldier holding a gun, there would be a drone holding a gun right next to your face. And that could be more dangerous, as a human might be having an emotion, although at the training for the soldiers, they are trained to suppress their emotions. But still, a human might think twice, but an AI, an artificial intelligence, don't. So, like we were just discussing about the authority of governments, smart spyware, facial recognition, voice recognition, this will allow a widespread surveillance, and we can classify potential enemies and can prevent them from hiding, and recommendation systems can help us, and also deepfakes can aid in producing misinformation. However, advanced AI can make a more centralized decision making, be more competitive with liberal and decentralized systems such as markets. However, if this kind of weaponry get into wrong hands, say by terrorists, if terrorists can create an army of robots, that could be disastrous for all of the human race. So there is an existential risk there as well. But as we are looking to create this intelligence more intelligent, this AI would be looking to improve itself to the point that humans would not be able to control it. And this, as Stephen Hawking put it, that this could spell the end of human race as we know it. Ultimately, to a better achieve its goal. That's a serious risk we are facing, and major tech companies such as Microsoft and Tesla by Elon Musk have been investing heavily into these projects of superhumanly capable AI which can control everything, and even us, it would be able to control what we think, what we should read, what we should eat, healthcare monitoring systems, a diet monitor, your medicine monitor, everything would be mimicked, be controlled by this sort of intelligence, in this technological singularity dream which we are all seeing or are being shown in form of advancement of technology or super intelligence. So this one-sided reality cannot be there anymore. We have to see both sides of the coin. That would there be any human left, or would the super intelligence be inside our bodies in form of metal, like a chip inside our brain, controlling everything. Well, and that chip on the central server is being programmed with all the data and information about our thoughts, emotions, and our daily routine. So this was a short brief about the existential risks, and if you personally ask me, these risks certainly outweigh the benefits that AI might be proposing. So yeah, this was a brief lecture about these risks and things we should be aware of while progressing in advanced human technologies. Some of the rules and ethics there which should be created when dealing with these advanced technologies. So I hope you guys like this tutorial, and I hope to see you in the next one. Till then, happy learning.